Well, I guess if we're over budget, I guess it's time for some cuts. So I guess I'm gone now. Okay.
Did you just fire yourself?
You know darn well that I'd be the first to go.
So I was going to stay completely quiet for like a minute.
I wish you had, because I was reaching to turn off your head just completely on the steering.
Yeah,
there it is. It's gone.
Up.
Oh my god.
This is where we all start disappearing one at a time. we got a great sponsorship. Proton John Cross Victoria's Secret.
I saw Saw 10 in theaters like last month. I was the only person in the theater. It kicked ass. No one else was there. I was laughing my ass off and being as loud as possible. It ruled.
Yup.
Incredible.
Everyone else was watching Taylor
awesome.
Swift. I was laughing my ass off with Jigsaw. It was great.
I like to imagine that they're in like I like to imagine they're in the Taylor Swift movie and just like your theater happens to be next door and it's like they're at like I don't know what kind of part they'd be in Taylor Swift. They just hear like a chainsaw revving up from yours and you laughing your ass off in the theater next door.
I'm just saying that like when you reach adulthood, things change for you. Like you don't care so much about. I mean, candy's still great, but for me personally, I would be so down to trick or treat in the neighborhood where everyone's like, we're gonna give you like cold cuts and cheese.
like a charcuterie
It's a
board.
charcuterie trick or treat.
Oh my god. That
Yeah.
is such a fascinating idea. Like you stop at like one house and they're like pouring you wine. I'm like, that's like adult Halloween.
You're only gonna make it a couple houses though if you're not careful.
Yeah, every house is pouring you wine. Oh my god.
Like
You know what you could do that'd be like trick or treating at the Raleigh cult enclave there. Like once you get that all settled.
Trick or charcuterie. I love that. That's great.
Trick or charcuterie.
MomoCon this year is gonna be so lit. I'm so excited.
Oh, hey, you guys all going?
I am 100%. Yes.
Hell yes!
I'm in the air. I may go, I may not go. I'll keep y'all informed.
Okay.
I'm waiting to get word
How
back
would-
if we're doing throwing controllers. That's all I'm waiting on.
How are you on the
Don't do-
podcast if you're in the air?
Get down from there.
No!
What are you doing?
No!
P is stored in the nut. My turn
What?
to talk.
Why that voice for that one?
I don't know why, because otherwise when I think nut, I think nut. Or I think, or like it's like
Man,
I've been on the internet too long, Jared. I can't help it.
that's just a lot. I don't. Okay.
That was great.
I was gonna
When
say,
I
I
When I think of that voice, I think nut. What was the name of the one that was based off of a? Was it a DreamWorks movie? Was it Barnyard?
Barnyard.
That game was wild.
Yeah,
That game was really
Barnyard.
wild to watch.
Barnyard is about squirting.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
and
to be fair, it's
I
done by the
wish-
Kung Pao guy, and he has a weird obsession with cows, so.
Nut P is stored in the card.
And the
Oh, I'm
e-reader
sorry.
card.
Did we say that pee was stored in the nut? It's like, I mean, I'm not like a urologist, but it's not stored there.
Going back to the alleged prison thing, someone in the chat something. Oh my god. Kane, are we allegedly robbing a prison?
We're adventuring a prison!
Brilliant.
Try and keep up.
I picked a bad time to take a drink.
Okay, well, I'm a big fan of the Daniels. If
Of
you
the-
know them.
The Daniels.
Is that like a
Yeah.
nepotism thing or what?
I'm sure that people actually eat beaver tails. down
Alex,
here.
got
I'm
your first
pretty
one?
certain.
Pomni, I'm in so much pain!
It's a picture of Kane. It's a picture of toothless Kane saying, "Pomni, I'm in so much pain."
Oh wait, I forgot about the teeth. I didn't even notice the teeth were missing. Pomni, I'm in so much pain!
I think maybe the character shouldn't have teeth. Tom lives above Michael's.
Yeah,
And all my
I live
chat.
below Michael's and above a pizzeria for some reason. I don't even remember renting this place.
I thought that was a donator.
That would explain the gaps in my memory.
Cut the stream. Cut the stream.
Cut the stream. You know,
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone.
You know what the worst part about the about January 2nd being the date for it is that we could do another birthday title.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently today was Sailor Jupiter's birthday, so there you go. That was important.
Manatee turns 3 on the 3rd.
Ooh.
Oh.
Manatee's birthday.
He's going to the vet tomorrow.
He's not gonna be happy about that.
He's definitely not, but he's got a weird patch of dry skin, and I want to make sure that it's not bad.
Do that. Take care of that pupper.
Yeah.
Get that pupper moist.
The first step is to scrape off all the dry. I know a guy in college who was convinced no, he convinced somebody else that 90% of your body heat leaves your head and the other 10% leaves your butthole.
That's just a
It's
fart.
wait, because he told somebody, he's like, yeah, you could totally go outside in just a hat and like, corking up the bunghole and you'd be fine.
Corking up the bunghole is a phrase that is. I don't love it.
But you don't hate it.
I mean, it would probably prevent future disc-only accidents, I guess.
Can somebody get Steven a diaper, please? That's all we need. We'll be fine.
Did someone get Steven a cork?
Dan, I saw what you typed in chat earlier. What we were freaking sponsored by. You don't get an out for this.
What?
What did he say?
Read where it says disc only, brought to you by.
There you go. Yeah.
No.
Disc only, brought to you by butt plugs.
Thanks for that.
No, bras
Stick
are
the
still
old-
not available. Why do people keep asking for this?
Erica likes those murder things too, like the
Those murder things. She's really into that kind of murder.
likes murder too.
No,
So if you're ever gonna
the
do a murder, like
the
call her up.
documentaries. Now listen, no. If I ever disappear, you know who did it. But like, she watches a lot of the the documentaries, like the women who kill and stuff like that, and it's really cool.
Has she ever come to you with an elaborate plan of how she'd hide your body?
No, she tells me, and it doesn't help. She tells me that I'm worth much more to her alive than dead.
Aw,
That's
It's
true
very
love right
kind.
there. That's
It's a
truly
very
true
kind
love.
statement, I will say. I just got to keep the 8-bit drummer thing going, man.
Once that life insurance policy is greater than your annual income.
Yep, I got to keep it up, man. Freaking chat, please give some, so you know.
Oh, you missed that note. I'm thinking it's starting to get time to put old Yeller down.
Oh my god.
Man, I love this disc only. This is the sort of energy we needed for 2024. 'Cause
Heck
for
yeah.
too long, we've talked about like stabbings happening like outside of us, but now we're talking about the stabbings happening to us. This is it. This is what
I think
we
my
needed.
brain is being stabbed right now, actually.
There's a fun history of the Game Boy Player disc being a source of bad.
A source of bad?
But it led to, well, I don't know if I want to call disc only good, but it led to something at least neutral. This neutral presentation.
We are standard at the best.
We are standard, we are mid at best, but
Mid.
but this show is not bad.
It's our
I
new
think that
tagline.
I don't know
Disc
how to
something.
feel about this tagline we're giving the show. Disc only.
Disc
It's
only.
not bad.
Disc only. Mid at best.
Mid at best. Disc only, the Starfield of podcasts.
Aw. Over budget and underperforming.
We're over budget. We have a budget.
Hey, our budget was $1. We've gone over that by at least a couple $1,000%.
It was pretty
Oh,
easy to
no.
go over that budget.
Dan, I'm gonna have to ask you this.
This is such a cry for help.
Dan is
Yes,
he just
I
keeps
see it.
saying Steven's wiki hole, and it's freaking me out.
We're streaming disc only the first Tuesday of the month again. We're back to first Tuesdays, and then it'll be all kibosh when we all go to Magfest.
Yo,
Although that's the
do it-
second Tuesday.
We'll
I think,
do
the
it
second
live
Tuesday.
from Magfest. We'll
No, we
kidnap
will
Stephen
not.
George.
No, we will not.
We'll kidnap Stephen George.
You
No,
will not
why are we
kidnap
kidnapping
Stephen
Steven?
George.
That'll be the entirety of the
Is it even
Magfest.
possible to kidnap Stephen George? He is so tall, he would be impossible to hide. How do you hide?
There
kidnapping a
are
7-foot
three.
tall man?
There are 3 of us, and we definitely have a trunk.
Who the heck? Wait a minute. No, I did not agree to any of this. Like it's only Mr. Tom Fox that's going to be the one that's getting in trouble for this.
Now and then watch, like we're all gonna be at Magfest, and for some reason Steven's gonna get kidnapped.
If Steven suddenly shows up and throwing controllers while I'm hosting it, I'm gonna be like, I'm walking out. I'm done.
No,
I'm out.
Listen, we're going to go to
if-
Magfest. Tom's going to be in jail. That's what's going to happen.
if a missing persons report comes out of Steven while we're at Magfest, then I'm really gonna
John-
be in trouble.
John, be careful, because right now you've set up a scenario which, in the very middle of thrown controllers, I walk in and I'm like, John, and you go, oh my god, and then you get up and leave, and I have to resume your role.
And
No,
then Tom.
what is
Tom
bad
slowly
with this?
leaves.
I get a break. This sounds
I could
great.
probably do it. Is like, leave instructions, write it like a post-it note or
If
something.
if you're doing that, then I gotta bring a burlap sack to Magfest.
Haley,
Just
do you
because he's
have
there
a-
doesn't mean I can't kidnap him.
If anybody from Magfest hears this podcast, I mean, anybody listens, Tom's not going to be allowed in Magfest. It's going to be funny. They're just going to kick
Lord.
you out. They're going to have like, do not let this guy in. It's just your VTuber going, ah! Have you seen this man?
It's like one of those stock photos of me in a really embarrassing pose.
It's a picture of your VTuber on fire. Oh man.
Happy
What a
birthday,
way-
John.
I'm gonna
What a
line
way to end it.
Don't worry, Steven, he'll be comfortable. I'll line the interior of the burlap sack.
Oh my god.
Thanks, I
It'll be
prefer
a
silk.
velour sack.
Down feathers.
Do you have a tranquilizer gun, Haley and chat? I just
Man, I got one
Haley have a
word. I have
tranquilizer gun.
for you.
one
We're
word.
I don't know.
gonna
Wait,
If you
wait,
asked me who in the collective would have that, Haley would be up on that list.
I also love that like Steven was like, why would Haley have one? And Dan's like, she would have one.
for
Lawyer.
you to make sure you
I
go
need a
to
lawyer.
the con.
Lawyer.
Oh,
The Snibblings are armed and dangerous, says Haley.
Lawyer. Hey, Big Yoshi.
Okay. Science.org. How big is the average penis?
Thanks for that.
And I think it's time to wrap up the show.
pretzel bacon beer cheeseburger. That's what I got.
Bro, this Pepto is banging. Dude, there is so much that I learned by watching other people frick with stuff. Like, it's insane.
It's like it's like a rock tumbler, but for people.
What?
No, I mean, you can put people in a rock tumbler if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
what
like,
is it?
like the point of a rock tumbler is that the rocks will collide with each other until like they shine.
Oh,
essentially
okay.
That's essentially what you're doing. You're colliding like skills and like points of view and whatnot until like your skill is like honed essentially.
Like I've heard of iron sharpens iron, but I've never heard of people in a rock tumbler. I'm not gonna lie.
I think putting people in a rock tumbler is just like a faster way to feed the Donner family.
I think it's just a carnival ride.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like I mean, like how many people can we fit in a dryer? Like that's like a big rock tumbler, right?
Dude,
Oh my god, a dryer is a rock tumbler.
I was thinking the same exact freaking thing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is a glorious day indeed, as it is the 1-year anniversary of when Steven shat himself on the podcast. I'm Tom.
Man. It must have been that must have been like a good one, because I don't even remember. Did that happen to me? Like, I'm not even like sure if you're joking. I'm like, did I?
I remember you falling out of your chair.
Like, this is so close to reality for me that I'm like, did I poop myself on Disc Only? I'm like, maybe. I mean, it's not impossible. Like, I've pooped myself before. I mean, it's just a thing that happens sometimes. There's a song about it. It's okay if you poop your pants or you pee your pants sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Stephen George, and next up is another guy. Who are you visiting in the U.S. that's trying to drag you to a Golden Corral, and why do they hate
People just want me to have the full life experience of living in the U.S., I guess. I don't know.
you?
I don't know if it's worth
take
it.
a year of your life off.
whoever they are, like they put their large grease-covered hand on your shoulder, and they're like, John, I'm taking you to Cracker Barrel. No, damn it! I'm taking you to Golden Corral. Shit.
Let's just call it Cracker Corral. Why not? That'd be perfect.
Golden Barrel.
Woo!
I can't.
Oh, I really like Cracker Corral.
Oh, I'm awake now. I'm awake now.
I can't take credit for that. That was Silent Companion who said that in chat. That was fantastic.
That's a good.
Whenever we would go and visit Jules and them before they moved over in San Diego, there was a place that was about like maybe 5-6 blocks away from their house, and it was like a barrel. It was like a literal barrel-shaped building, and it was called. Yeah.
We go to this one place. It was a barrel. Guy pops out, has your food ready right there. We have no idea where he cooks it. It's only...
No,
it's
It
like a
doesn't sound like it's like an Oscar the Grouch situation.
It's a 4-foot-tall barrel. We have no idea where the food comes from.
and everything is expired. No, it was a barrel-shaped building, and they had some of the best tacos I've ever had in my entire life. And I want to just go back over, like, across the country back to this place again. Yeah, oh God, it's so good, man. I miss it.
This barrel needs to be in our hypothetical mall that we record this podcast in. It's just called the Barrel. It's just a barrel. It's a barrel and seating, and that's it. That's the entirety of the restaurant.
The important part of this story is that whether because the active effects of the medicine are still fine or placebo, I took that and I did get better. And that is why I don't throw away medication.
Bro, it's finally aged.
Yes, the 2012, the 2010 Pepto-Bismol, a grand vintage.
Like, I'm not here to say, I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm not here to say that it's okay to take all old medicines. Consult a doctor. But for me, I was like, this Pepto-Bismol expired in 2011. It's not going to kill me. At worst, it won't work. And you know what? It did work, and I still have a box, and it's probably going to last me another 12 years. There's a joke amongst the Raleigh collective that I have to remain fed, or I will eat the smallest friend, so Haley lives
Are
in
you
Haley.
an ogre?
Oh my God, how many rules does the Raleigh Collective have? Steven has to be fed or else he'll eat Haley. Dan can't overthrow the government.
Just a quick reminder, it was 41 minutes ago that we started the show with pooping your pants.
Yeah.
Thank you,
There's
Steven.
no point recapping what we've done in the past on episode till the very end because it never makes sense. It never, even with like the actual recap that Dan gives us, it still doesn't make sense. We don't know how
God,
we
it
got
really
from one
doesn't.
topic to another. All right, talking points for this episode of the Disc Only Podcast. Hair gel power. Spam-a-lot. Convention again. Let's open up this nap. There's chaos in my toast. Lost that one halfway through. Toothless cane.
That is like the main one, dude.
That should just, all of them should have just said toothless cane over and over. And over.
Toothless cane, toothless cane, toothless cane, toothless cane, toothless cane, and I found the meatball man.
And also crimes, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, surprisingly no alleged crimes in here. Oh, there was, yeah, Kentucky
Well,
Fried
I mean,
Crimes.
there's
is next.
Kentucky Fried Crimes.
Well, we don't want to
There you go.
incriminate ourselves. I mean, you know.
None of us live in Kentucky.
Parentheses, Kentucky Fried Crimes, parentheses, allegedly.
Stabbed over meat, and of course, I found the meatball man.
People die in the weirdest freaking ways in these movies, especially Final Destination.
I want to
The Final
change up.
Destination films are truly wonderful.
I want to change up the soundtrack in the Final Destination movies and see if it watches like a Jackass episode.
Dude, yeah, I bet it does. Like, yeah, just right whenever the someone's about to die, it's just like bow down down down.
Yeah, you replace it with like rock, like hard rock, and like and that like that would be great.
What the fuck?
you like Digital Circus, you'll probably like this. It's got similarly kind of.
I found the meatball man.
What a sentence! What a sentence was just uttered.
Oh my god!
Are you listening to the music?
Yes. I can't describe this. You have to watch this yourself, chat.
We'll tell all our tales about how Magfest went, and I'm sure they'll all be exciting.
Yeah.
Real enthusiasm.
Really exciting, according to Tom. Goddamn.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
That's the stuff.
Pretty good.
Much better.
Too much.
Yeah, a little too much actually. Tone it down a little bit there, champ.
Yeah.
There you go. Much better. Much better.
Okay.
Whoa. It's just trying to find that right level. Woo.
Try Mama Tom's brand new pizza. It'll cure your stomach, get rid of your headache, and make you very focused.
It is two meals. It is like two normal people. Clarify like not Stephen George, but two normal people could eat that sandwich, which means really it's $5.
How does your height play into your into your appetite, Mr. Stephen George?
I like to eat, Tom Fox. Eating is one of my favorite things.
There's a comma in that sentence, right?
Well,
I was wondering the same thing, so.
Is that why I was missing part of my foot at Colosseum last year?
Yeah, sorry I had to find out this way.
We didn't really go there that much, but when we did, man, holy frick.
So
I don't
was
know-
it?
I don't know if it's
was
still
it like,
there.
So given your propensity for it, was it Coke Classic or was it like Coke Original?
No, that's Coca-Cola is what that is, like the original Coca-Cola.
Yeah, emphasis on the Coca.
Yeah, definitely. No, listen. No, I do not have crack in the cake, okay?
man.
That's from Waffle House.
Oh, that's great. You can get some of that cake and give it to that guy outside of Waffle House.
There was nothing that could prepare me for episode 40 talking so much about cocaine. Like, there's a lot. It's more than I was expecting.
Listen.
This doesn't feel like the first episode where we discussed cocaine, though.
No, but I think it's the most.
How
definitely
did
the most.
how did we not talk about this whenever Jules was here?
I remember TRG Coliseum, like I think it was 2022. It was the one where like only 8 of us were in the beach house. And it just, like during like the vlogging portion, we were just like, yeah, there's only 8 of us. And I'm like, I'll have the strength of 10 men. It's going to require a lot of cocaine.
Little fun disc-only fact is that before every podcast, we play a Little John song to get ourselves hyped up.
Can you name a Little John song, Steven?
Where he's not, where
from
he's
the
not
window to the walls.
That's not the name
till
of the song.
Sweat drops down your balls. This lady knows how to use a jackhammer.
Oh, this is a.
Do you like burgers?
I'm gonna pivot here real quick. Why am I the mascot for pulling teeth out of people?
I was gonna say that. I'm like, what is Tom doing there? The visceral shut up Tom, or the shut up John fricked me up, dude. I got lightheaded for laughing at that.
For the audio listeners, more fan art of King without teeth in front of Pomni saying, "Pomni, I was on a podcast and they took my teeth." And in the background is me with a podcat, yes. In the background is me with a pair of pliers holding one of Kane's teeth, looking happy as a clam.
I mean, to be honest though, like of the 4 of us, if someone had to pull out a tooth, I feel like Tom would do it most willingly.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way.
Right? Yeah. Like, it's definitely Tom. Like, it would be difficult for anybody, but I think it would be least difficult for Tom. Like, Tom would be like, well, I'll do it.
I mean, like, I was thinking, like, do you really think of me as, like, doing, like, the dirty jobs like that? And I remember when we went disc golfing and one of us had to retrieve a disc out of a lake.
Steel, why?
Oh, what did Steel do? No! No! I'm out! No! It's me as the meatball man! Get that the fuck off my screen! I come. I'm just gonna ominously inch towards you.
Dude, you need that as a freaking emote.
Oh
Tom,
no!
Jesus.
Tom! Inching towards you as the Quagsire is the sound.
Oh yeah! Redo the Quagsire scream to make the goose works. Oh my god! And you know what? Even better. We could just turn this into the new countermeasures.
Oh no. I will never raid your stream again.
I'm in hell.
Listen, I've heard your freaking songs on your cast, all right? The things that come out of your head are quite incredible.
Oh yeah.
I will remember Scrape Off All the Dry until the day that I pass away.
Yep.
Pears and pork is my religion.
I was always worried about that. I was like, you know, Dan, when we finish this song, I'm really concerned that at some point this might become a spiritual movement. And he was like, it probably won't. And I was like, I don't know.
Now that's what I call a cult classic.
I'm sure it'll be fine, but yeah.
All right, catch y'all next month, everybody. Take it easy.
Okay, now Alex,
part
this
of
is
the
the
show.
part where
You're
you
supposed to be
pretend.
There's
quiet.
like a
You're supposed to
thing
be quiet
happening.
here.
God damn it.
Supposed
Yeah.
to
So
be
we're
quiet, but
not
we
really
never
supposed
are.
to talk.
Yeah, they can
So-
still hear you. Well, no,
This is
actually
the
they
part
can't.
where you just don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
So-
but we usually
Just
don't.
kind of stay real quiet for this part.
This is the segment where we give John a headache.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, the only segment. Yeah, this is the first one.
The only segment. Yep. This is the only much like how Steven is the most grounded out of all of us. This is the only segment where we give John a headache.
I think Tylenol makes so much money from disc only.
This is where I got it from.
Yeah.
Hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
Allegedly.
Bye, everybody.
And goodbye, everybody.